I've been having some misfire issues with this Jeep. Recently, I replaced the spark plug wires, also the spark plugs. Spark plugs did look bad, but even after replacing all that, I was still having the misfire issue. And it was mostly happening when I was on the freeway, stepping on it. So what I think it is the fuel injectors. The reason I say that is because I have the original ones. They're cracked. That's probably the reason why it's misfiring, because everything else is new. I ended up getting some Ksuspension fuel injectors. These are remanufactured injectors, I believe. I did pay for these myself. No sponsorship here, but I have used their Viper mod kit, and this is the second product that I buy from them. I also bought this fuel line quick disconnect tool, which we'll need, and then you'll need some basic hand tools. So Ksuspension does have a video on how to replace this on a ZJ. So today I'm going to show you how to do that on a WJ with the 4.0. Look how disgusting this thing looks. Looks dirty. I've parked this Jeep outside since I've owned it, so the wrap is starting to fade. So I think that's gonna be something we're gonna end up doing again eventually. But anyways, we're not working on that today. We're working under here. Yes, I have some oil in a funnel because you might need it. So first things first, we're gonna take the air filter off so we could get access to this area, because here is the fuel injectors. Guys, I don't have my good tripod, so bear with me. I'm trying to give you guys the best view I can, but we're gonna have to remove all three of these wires here. The way you do it is, if I remember correctly, we're gonna come in. This one pops out. Let me grab a little pick. I believe this one just pops out. Yes. This one you have to kind of turn it and push it down. Yep, so that one you just push it off of the clip there. No, I don't remember. I think this one's the same way. We just push it down. Yep, so that one you push it down as well. That's off. Next, this bracket holding these wires. So there's a 10 here, a 10 over here, and I think that's it. I'm using a 3/8 because that's what I have, but definitely use a 10. So we're gonna grab this and just move it over. These have little clips over here that hold the cables on it, so you can take those off. Just put it to the side. Now we pretty much have access to our fuel rail, and our fuel injectors are all here. Now I will say this, be careful when you're disconnecting these. Quick tip for disconnecting these. Push them down first, and then push the clip, and then pull up. So I'm gonna do that to all of them. This one, oh shoot, this one was stuck though. So this one I'm gonna have to get it with the pick from the bottom to take it off. Yeah, I need to get in there to actually get those, but you get the idea. We're gonna disconnect them, and then we'll disconnect the fuel line to the rail. Ksuspension actually mentions, he goes here and loosens up the gas cap on the ZJ. I don't know if it's necessary on here, but I will do it as well. Now we have all of these disconnected. Next thing is we're gonna remove this clip holding the fuel line to the fuel rail here. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Bam, bam, and it's back. We'll take our fuel rail disconnect tool, and we have to put it on this line. I don't know if I can do it with hand, but I used a flat screwdriver just to get it open. Now I can fit the tool in there. Next thing is we just gotta press it in and pull this back. Again, I'm sorry I don't have my good tripod, so I can't really aim this that well, but I will try my best. It's gonna leak a little bit of gas, more than likely, but we're gonna push on the white tabs, and then this should come out. Okay, there we go, we got it out. So I just, with the pliers, I put a little bit of pressure forward, and it was able to come out. So now we can take this off. I'm gonna do the same thing the way that I put it on, just pretty much split it and pushed it on. Bam. Okay, now what we gotta do is release the rail. We gotta take off this nut, this bolt, and then that nut back there. So 4 total, and then we should be able to pull it off. So at this point, we should be able to pull these out. And I know that they don't come out the easiest. Oh. Okay, I guess I forgot to disconnect one of them in the back. But there we go, we got it out. And there is a lot of gunk in there. Now look at the condition that these are in. They are super dirty. First of all, all the rubber is cracked. And then let me find, I don't know if you can see right there, but that injector's cracked. Another big crack right there, that one's cracked. That one's cracked. Crack on this one, on the other side. So yeah, it was due for a change. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take these clips off and then remove the injectors. Before I put the new ones in though, I do want to clean this rail. I don't think I have any spray paint, but I definitely at least want to clean them. So we'll remove these metal retainer clips. Bam. We got those retainer clips all off. And these, we should be able to pull them out. Might not be easy, but well, that one was easy. I forgot to mention, I did get the 4-hole. Probably not easy to see. Yeah, that's definitely 1 hole and then 4-hole here. I don't have spray paint, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I know it looks ugly, but it is what it is. And I didn't really talk about what I was experiencing with misfire, but I had the misfire. I checked the spark plugs and they were bad, so I replaced them. The spark plug wires broke as I was taking them out, so I put new ones as well. And I am running the Ksuspension fab kit. It's hard to test for a misfire when it's only happening in high speed, or else if it was just a constant misfire, I would be able to check it with the Ksuspension Viper Coil mod pretty easy. But since I already changed pretty much everything else, I think the only thing left is the fuel injectors. When I took out the spark plugs, they were like, it was getting too much air, not enough fuel. I don't know if that's how these usually run, but I figured these are original, might as well replace them. All right, so we got them all out now. Ksuspension Fab recommends using either grease or he used Vaseline, so that's what I'm going to use. It's petroleum based, so that should be fine. I'm just going to make sure not to get any in the hole itself. And also, this white plastic piece, you're going to want to take off before installing into the Jeep itself. I'll do it after I install it on the fuel rail. I will angle these up, so I'm making sure I put it in correctly. And we got some Vaseline on there. We're going to go ahead and press it in. That felt good. I'm just gonna put them all in and we'll put the clips in afterwards. Today's the day before Valentine's Day, and I went to Walgreens to buy the Vaseline because it's down the street from me. Everybody was buying Valentine's Day gifts and I pull up with that, bro. It felt so weird at the checkout line, but I need it to get the Jeep running good. Yeah, this stuff is making it going pretty easy. I've never done fuel injectors before, but I'm glad I'm doing it on this Jeep because it feels pretty easy to learn on. Everything's very accessible pretty easily as well, so I'm not too worried about that. If I were to do this on the 4.7 though, I think it would be a lot harder for sure, just because of the space in the Jeep. So these do have little slots for these to go on. I think I pushed mine in too much, so I'm gonna put it around there. Yeah, these fuel injectors have slots in them, so just make sure you're not pushing them in too deep so you can access those slots and put the lock on it. Okay, these are all done. I'm gonna take off these caps. I'm gonna put some Vaseline on this and then we'll go to the engine bay. I tried cleaning most of these inside. Pretty dirty, but I cleaned it the best that I could. Now this is the fun part. We gotta line them all up, push on it evenly, and get it snug in there. I'm gonna try to put it in there without getting dirt on the O-rings. Since they have grease on there, it'll be real easy to get them dirty. Remember, these all move pretty independently, so I'm gonna go in from front to back. They all look to be in there pretty good, so we're just gonna snug them down with the bolts, and I think that should do it. Look how nice it looks in there. Sheesh. Okay, so we got all those snug down. I'm gonna go ahead and connect them. And all the locking tabs are broken on these, but it doesn't really bother me because the clips are still clipping. Those are all good, looking real nice. Next, we're gonna connect this. So we're gonna get that loose. And that's pretty much it for that. Clip it on, boom, good to go. Next, we gotta put those cables back over here. Pretty simple to do. This side just clicks on and these slide in. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of that. I'm not gonna show you that because it's pretty simple to do, and I'm sure I have videos where I do that before. So let me go ahead and put this back together. And then next, we need to disconnect the battery. So before we start the Jeep, what we wanna do is take off the post from the battery terminals. And if they reach, touch them together. What this does is any resistors or anything in the system that still has power, this is gonna drain it. So we're gonna hold that for about 10-15 seconds. I don't know if you want to hold it longer, but doing this is just gonna drain everything in the car. And what this is doing is resetting the ECU, that way it could learn the new injectors. That's according to the Ksuspension fab. I am not a mechanic, so I don't know if that's 100% true, but I believe him. He sells the part, you know? If you guys have any upgrades for these battery terminals, over the years I've messed them up by over tightening them, as you can see there and here. So I need to upgrade for that. Anyways, let's go check. We should be good to go. And I almost forgot we did this back here. So let's put that back on. And Ksuspension did this on his ZJ. I don't know if this is necessary here. So you turn the light on, off. I don't think that matters, but I'm gonna turn it off and on again. That's normal. We're trying to get fuel to the front. Okay, and we are on. Remember, we emptied the system of fuel, so it had to push fuel to the front. And it's learning these new injectors, so you gotta give it time. It might run bad for a couple drives, but just give it time, it'll get used to it, and it'll drive well. Right now it is a cold start too, so. Let's go. I'm excited. Hopefully no more misfire. And again, my issue was high speed. I'm not gonna test that right now since it's nighttime, but tomorrow we'll definitely take it on a little test just to see how it does in high speed. Yeah, that feels good. It used to shake a lot, so I think that was the issue. I hope so. So let's see. It definitely feels like it picks up faster. We'll test it tomorrow in the daylight, that way you guys can see, but it feels a lot better, that's for sure. Smoother. I feel like it actually picks up with the throttle now compared to before. You know what? I forgot to check if there's any gas leaks. So after installing these, before you drive it, make sure you don't got any gas leaks coming from anywhere. I forgot to do that. I don't see any leaks or potential leaks, so that's good. So yeah, definitely check it for gas leaks before you drive it though. All right guys, so I'm in Mexico. We're gonna test this out. So usually my issue was when I was revving high RPM it would misfire, so let's try that out. Right there, it would be misfiring already. No, we're good, baby. Let's go. Shout out Ksuspension. Thank you, because now I don't have a misfire. Here's another cool thing. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's like flashing, but 13.7 miles per gallon average. I don't think I've ever seen that higher than like 12. So I would say that is pretty cool. It is actually going up. So these injectors definitely make a difference if yours are stock. Okay, so quick recap. Those injectors I definitely recommend. If you have original injectors, definitely upgrade to the Ksuspension fab. I've heard people order them on eBay. They get Chinese ones and it just causes a bunch of issues. So just go with Ksuspension fab. Number one, I got better throttle response. Like instantly you could feel it. Number two, the idle was way better as well. The car wasn't shaking and it was like staying at a certain idle. I think around 650, give or take. I don't know the actual RPM, but it was around there. And the last and most important thing, my miles per gallon actually went up. So before, just driving on a flat road, on the top where it says instant miles per gallon, it would be around 10 miles per gallon, 10, 11. And right now it's hitting 14 miles per gallon on a straight. So that's really good. Not only that, I showed you guys the average miles per gallon. I've never seen that above 12. And right now it's at 13.6, still going up. So, and I didn't reset it. I left it alone from before to now, so I did not reset it and it's already going up. And I've only been driving this thing 1 week. So I would imagine it's probably gonna go up a little bit more, but honestly, I'm very happy with it. And also, if you stuck around to the end, I wanna let you guys know that I will no longer be living in Las Vegas. I'm actually going back to Southern California. So maybe we could plan something, do a trail run with you guys. I know I've done one before at Peak Canyon. Maybe we can do that again. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.